Welcome everyone to the Batavia Daily News Studios, and no, not Buffalo Football Talk Live. I am the novice today. I'm here alongside Todd Height from Batavia Downs, Director of Live Racing there, and we're going to break down some Kentucky Derby. Todd, of course, thank you again, third time in a row. My first thing ever covering something for the Batavia Daily News was right here with Todd doing this. I think we've improved a little bit since then, I hope.
Doing a great job. Yeah.
But I appreciate that, Todd. But like I said, guys, I'm the novice here. Love some thoroughbred racing. I mentioned this to you last year, Todd. I know. Finally went to Saratoga, got my first dose of it. Love it. So if you guys haven't done it, seriously, get out to Batavia Downs, get out to somewhere, check out
Get
some
out
live.
to Saratoga. It's awesome.
Oh, great time, fantastic time. But Todd, we're here to talk some Kentucky Derby. And as I mentioned, you are Mr. Superfecta. You're that guy. You know you are. So don't be
Got
modest.
lucky once.
But before we get into the digging deep here, Todd, and the details of the race, it's that time of the year again for you. I'm excited, and you're more invested in this than me. So
Well,
how do you feel?
well, it's love the Triple Crown season. Of course, the first Saturday in May for horse racing fans only means one thing: the annual Kentucky Derby. This is the 143rd running, and it's OTB's biggest day. We'll take in almost $2 million in bets. And what's amazing is we pay out a lot of money on the Kentucky Derby. Last year we paid out over 1.6 million, and a few years back when we hit that superfecta, we paid out over $2 million in winning tickets. So for some reason, I can't figure it out, people do very well in Western New York on the Kentucky Derby.
Hey, that's what we like to hear. We're going to get to your picks in a minute, Todd, but give us a little bit of background the Kentucky Derby. I know you've been there, done the whole day, the whole festivity there, but of course there's outside factors like the weather we're going to have this weekend. At least here, it's going to be a little bit of a rainy weekend in Western New York, but give us the background to the race, Todd.
Well, of course, the Kentucky Derby, the first jewel of racing's Triple Crown. There have only been 11 Triple Crown winners in many over 100 years. So very difficult to do. I don't think we'll have a Triple Crown winner this year, but you never know. You have to remember, these are 3-year-old horses. They're still maturing. They're still growing. They're still learning. Some of them only had 4 and 5 starts. So they still haven't really figured out the game completely yet. So is it impossible? No, but after Saturday, only one horse will have a chance at racing.
Already a couple times. Novice, expert here, guy. So don't listen to me. Listen to this guy right next to me. We'll start right here. Number one, Looking at Lee.
Well, Looking at Lee's a big stretch runner. He'll be last in the race early. Post 1 is not the best post, Nick. It hasn't won since 1986, so I don't think so.
Well, this one from the novice, my favorite named horse here, Thundersnow, little Western New York name, I think there. Thundersnow, right, Todd?
Wildcat, he's actually been racing in Dubai. He's unbeaten on dirt, and he does go first time Lasix. Not sure what he's beaten in Dubai, and horses from Dubai have not run well in the Kentucky Derby.
Right from there, right from the Thundersnow, we'll keep it going with Fast and Accurate.
Yeah, he won the Spiral Stakes as a long shot, 24 to 1 shot. If I had a horse to pick last, he would be the horse.
Oh, yikes. Number 4 there, Untrapped.
Untrapped is not a bad horse. He is 1-for-1 at Churchill Downs. He just looks on paper, he's a little bit slower than the crew. Maybe a horse to use underneath, but I don't think he's a win factor.
And what do you, I'm sure Always Dreaming is dreaming, but what should they be dreaming?
Very nice horse. Huge on ability. He's a little rough on himself. He tries to go too fast in the morning, and going a mile and a quarter, he may beat himself up. If he behaves and minds his manners, he's a big win factor.
And we'll keep going here. State of Honor, number 6.
Nice horse. He's got early speed. He doesn't look like he can get the distance, though.
How do we pronounce
What's
that?
up, Gervin, after the basketball player.
Gervin, okay. All right, let's keep it going here. Gervin.
Yeah, Gervin's had some foot issues. He's actually got a quarter crack in his hoof, which is very painful. He hasn't been training. He's actually been swimming up to the race. And I like the horses that train more than swim, so I think we'll pass.
Ouch. And Hence, keep going,
Hence
number 8.
is a very interesting horse because he is a price, and also he's coming out of the Sunland Derby, and the Sunland Derby has produced a lot of horses that have raced well in their next start. That's called a key race, and that's a very good angle, and Hence is actually a very good long shot.
And number 9 here, IRAP.
IRAP won the Bluegrass Stakes as a maiden is something that you seldom see. He is improving. Is he good enough to win? I'm not sure, but keep your eye on his trainer. Doug O'Neill won the Derby last year with Nyquist.
How am I saying number 10?
Gunnevera.
And I know you got good things about Gunnevera, so go ahead,
Well,
Todd.
Gunnevera's my pick, actually, at 15 to 1. I can't go past him. He's a big stretch runner. If the horses are making up ground on Churchill Downs on Saturday, he'll be flying through the stretch. Mud should not bother him. Go Gunnevera.
Now, Battle of Midway,
Battle of Midway is another very good long shot. I think he's 20 or 25 to 1, and he raced huge in the Santa Anita Derby. The knock on him, it was a very slow running of the Santa Anita Derby. Sonneteer.
And number 12. To number 12 now, Todd, Sonneteer.
Sonneteer has never won a race. He's a closer. He looks like he'll get the distance, but until he wins a race, he's not for me.
Ouch! That's not a very good start there. J Boys Echo, number 13.
J Boys Echo is a horse people are whispering about. He raced huge in the Gotham Stakes at Aqueduct. Then he came back in the Bluegrass. He didn't race as well. He's not impossible. He is bred to get the distance.
And number 14 now, Classic Empire. We got some good odds here.
He's the morning line favorite. He's a 2 for 2 at Churchill Downs. He was the unanimous Eclipse Award winner as the best 2-year-old. He's missed a little time due to an ankle issue, but certainly if he brings his A game, he's a major player.
And right there, as I said before, good odds. McCracken not far off.
McCracken is another one that had a little foot injury, missed some time. He didn't fire as well as he had in the Bluegrass Stakes. That was actually his first defeat. Here's the key to him. He's 3 for 3 unbeaten at Churchill Downs.
And number 16 here, getting close to the end, Taprit.
I would say he's my best long shot. He won the Tampa Bay Derby. He's another one that really didn't race that well in the Bluegrass Stakes at Keeneland. If he rebounds to his Tampa Bay effort, watch out. He's a big long shot.
Number 17, some more good odds here. Irish War Cry.
Probably the best off-track bred in the race. Bred horse in the race. You know, the possibility of rain is serious. I saw 70% chance of rain on Saturday in Louisville. So if it rains, watch out for the 17 Irish War Cry.
That's got to be a big rain cloud coming across the eastern coast here. We're going to have rain all weekend here. But let's continue here, Todd. Number 18, Gormley.
Gormley is the Santa Anita Derby winner. Again, it wasn't the fastest running. He ran much slower than California Chrome did and American Pharoah. Can he win? Probably not, but he could be in the exacta trifecta somewhere.
Now, maybe my ability to read is a little bit of a joke there, but number 19 is Practical Joke, so that sets up perfectly if I'm not able to pronounce the number 18, but Practical Joke 19, Todd.
Love the connections of Practical Joke, trained by Chad Brown, who might be the top trainer right now in thoroughbred racing. Question mark on the distance. He just doesn't finish with enough oomph to win going a mile and a quarter. If he can get it, he'll be right there, but I think he probably will hang in deep stretch.
Now we're coming around our final turn here, I guess you could say. We have 3 more to go. Number 20, Patch.
And Patch is the horse that only has one eye. Fortunately, lost his eye as a 2-year-old. Doesn't seem to bother him any. The knock on him, he didn't race as a 2-year-old, and no horse has won the Derby since 1882. That did not start.
Now again, Mr. Superfecta, Todd. I'm not gonna let you be modest on that. You got that full ride all the way through a couple years ago. But give me some names. Give me some numbers. What are you gonna advise Western New York to do?
Well, Nick, I will tell you that this is one of the toughest Kentucky Derbies now in many years. It's a wide open race. It's a long shot bettor's dream, as the favorites all have question marks over their heads. And we are taught as handicappers, and I've been in this game a long time now, when a favorite has question marks, you look to beat him, not to bet on him. So I'm going with a horse that I think has an opportunity that can make us a lot of money. He's 15 to 1 on the morning line, which is great. I think he's going to go off lower than that, actually. He was even money in his last start. His name is number 15, Gunnevera. He's a big stretch runner. I'm not a real big fan of stretch runners. Typically, horses win from about 8 lengths off the pace. He'll probably be maybe 15 lengths behind early, so he'll have some ground to make up. But it looks like on paper there's a fast pace which will set up his run. If they go slow early, he's dead. He has no chance. And that's kind of what happened last time in the Florida Derby. But on paper, there's enough speed horses where they'll go at least an honest pace and watch this horse come flying down the stretch. He can get the distance. He's got a great rider. And wow, if we can get 15 to 1, Nick, it's certainly worth a few bucks.
Now, Todd, did you want to give us a superfecta bet that you want to go for?
For second, I'm going to go with the horse that's unbeaten at Churchill Downs. That's McCracken. McCracken would be, I believe, what number is McCracken, Nick? I can't find it here. Okay, number 15, yeah. As I said, he's 3 for 3 at Churchill Downs, and certainly horses that train well at Churchill Downs, normally run well at Churchill Downs. We'll use that one for second. For third, we're going to use 17, Irish War Cry. Now, his speed figures are as good as anybody in the field. He's run 1 clunker in his life. He did that 2 starts back. Hopefully he won't do that on Saturday. And he is bred for an off track with rain in the forecast. Irish War Cry has a very big shot. And the up-and-coming star, the 5 Always Dreaming, ran huge in the Florida Derby. If he repeats that effort, he'll be right there. So my superfecta numbers are 10, 15, and what are the other ones here? I should have wrote it down. 17 and 5. 10, 15, 17, and 5. And this year's superfecta. Don't forget about our Kentucky Derby party at Batavia Downs Gaming. Starts at 11:30 for just $10. You'll get your choice of 5 or 6 different items, and then you'll get a free wager on the Derby, and you'll get $10 back in game or free play. And of course, upstairs on our second floor, we'll have drawings for Kentucky Derby T-shirts and glasses. Amazing day. Come out and see us on Saturday. You can wager at all the OTBs. You can bet online. Plenty of places to wager.
Yeah, Todd, so I was going to ask you about your Derby party there at the Downs, and I guess you ran away with that one. Hopefully run away with your superfecta. But how many folks do you usually get out there at Batavia Downs?
Last year we served over 450 people. You can, it's 6 o'clock, you can still come to our party. It's in the paddock room. We're serving right until 7 o'clock. Race scheduled to go off about 6:50, so you have plenty of time to get out to the Downs. And the nice thing about it, Nick, if you win, as soon as the race is official, you can stick your ticket to our machines, and we'll pay you right on the spot.
And just to wrap it up, Todd, you guys over at Batavia Downs, while you throw maybe the best Derby party in Western New York, you guys also have some of the best live racing in Western New York. Your schedule, is that out yet? What's the latest on your live schedule?
Opening night is July 26th. We'll race right through December 16th this year, our 71st season of live racing at the Downs, and we're excited about it. Still got a few months to go, but we can't wait. Beautiful summer weather on a Wednesday night. Opening night on a Wednesday night this year should be a fun time.
Perfect. Well, thanks a lot for joining us, Todd. It's Todd Height, Director of Live Racing at Batavia Downs. Nick Woten here. I'll go Bills beat reporter and novice thoroughbred racing reporter, I guess. But thanks again for joining us, everyone.